Hey Sunshines, and welcome back to my channel. So I'm a little bit different filming location today. I'm actually in my vanity because over the past few months I've had a bunch of people ask me to do a hair tutorial. I'm super nervous about this video because I'm definitely not a hairdresser, but people just wanted to see like how I got the volume in my hair and what I did. So it's a pretty easy video to shoot and I had a little extra time, so I thought I would go ahead and do it for you. I will say my hair is really long right now and really heavy in the front. I do need to get a haircut. I feel like the key to making your hair look great is starting with a good cut, and I absolutely adore my hairdresser, but she charges an arm and a leg for a haircut. She charges $59, which is outrageous. I know, if y'all are rolling over right now and spitting out your drinks, I feel ya. I try and wait as long between cuts as I absolutely can, but I've had her for about 7 years and I've tried some other hairstylists pretty much my whole life. I've never been able to find a hairstylist that gets my hair the way she does. So it's just one of those things where I don't always drink a Starbucks or something like that, and I put that money into my haircut fund. You know, everybody kind of picks and chooses, but I do feel like she tells me if I take a picture, she'll be like, that your hair is not going to do that, girlfriend. And she'll tell me why, which I like it, but she'll tell me what we can do to make it look a little different. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and show you my hair from the time I get out of the shower all the way until this. I'm going to show you all the products that I use, and I will link them all below. Not every product that I use may work for you, and that is okay. They're just the products that seem to work for me. So any hoops, let's go ahead and get started, and I hope you like this video. All right, guys, so I'm out of the shower. I have no makeup on. I actually just put on the Sunday Riley High Dose Retinoid Serum that I got in my test tube beauty box. I'm liking it so far a lot better than I like the CEO serum they have. Anyway, I got out of the shower. I shampooed and conditioned my hair while I was in there. I almost exclusively use Tresemme Keratin Smooth products. They come in like red and white and black bottles. And so that's the shampoo and conditioner I use. All the products that I'm using for my hair, I'm going to link below. I know they might not work for everybody, but these are what works for my hair. So I'll link the shampoo and conditioner below. And then I just used a pool towel. And then here is my hair when it's wet. I take some of this Shine Serum. Again, it's the Tresemme Keratin Smooth. I just do a couple pumps. I kind of bend my head over. Just run that through. And then I take this heat protectant spray, and again, this is by Tresemme, it's a Keratin Smooth, and I kind of just spray this in. So I'm going to blow dry my hair. And then I got a sample of this from my Play by Sephora box, and I am obsessed with it. It's the Living Proof Perfecting Spray. I actually just ordered a full size of this, but it hasn't come in yet. But it's sort of a leave-in conditioning spray. Oh, there's not much left. Oh, I think I'm just barely getting some. But this stuff works really, really well, so I really like that. All right, and then I attribute a lot of the volume in my hair, which is what a bunch of you were asking about, to this hairbrush right here. This is a hairbrush by the brand Brush Strokes. This is the large barrel, which is what I use. It comes in a couple of different colors. I have a purple one and a teal one, but you want to get the large or the medium barrel depending on how big you want volume. I like volume, I think it's great. And then I'm going to be using my Chi hairdryer. I don't know that I think this hairdryer is, oh my gosh, that much better than any other hairdryer you'd buy at like Target or somewhere. I ran into Ulta one day and they were having 50% off all of their sale prices. So this was like a $100 hairdryer marked down to $50, and then or maybe it was $200 marked down to $100. And then I got 50% off that, so I got it for $50, which is more than I normally pay for a hairdryer. I usually get a Conair for like $25 or $30, but I decided to go ahead and get it. It's definitely heavier than a normal hairdryer, but it does work really well. I definitely wouldn't pay $100 or $200 for it, but I definitely do think it was worth $50. I will link it below in case you're interested in looking and maybe finding a sale on it, but again, it is the Ultra Chi hairdryer. Okay, and so this is what I do. Oh, I don't even have it plugged in. Who are you working with here, an amateur? All right, so let me plug this in. And then I just kind of brush my hair over and start sort of on this side. I take my hairbrush and just sort of get, and you'll see, I kind of get right in there at the root and sort of pull, and then I start blow drying. And this hairbrush moves really easily through your hair. I just keep kind of spinning it as I go. And then I work through different sections. You can kind of see the volume that's already happening. This brush is magical, you guys. It's only like $8.99. You can get it on Amazon, but you can also get it at Sally's Beauty Supply. And a lot of times at Sally's, they're like buy one, get one half price. So I don't go in Sally's very often, but when I do, I usually like grab 2 of these. And then my hair is pretty much dry in that section. And then I just keep going all the way sort of around the back of my head a little bit. Just sort of getting the underneath hair right now. And then I flip my hair back over on this side. And I sort of get this under hair. So I have very, very thick hair. And I want to make sure everything's nice and dry in the underneath part. You can kind of see when I use the brush, I'm always sort of going up and out. And then I start just bringing over this hair, and again doing the same thing. Trying to get that nice volume in it. And then I go up through the crown, and again just grab it and lift it. So you're starting to get some volume back in here. Can you see the volume already starting? I'm telling you, it's this hairbrush. And at this point, a lot of my front is pretty dry. I do have a huge cowlick. It's a big wave that sits right here, and it tends to make my hair flip up. So I have to work with that a little bit. So at this point, I usually just put the hairbrush down and try and focus on the back of my head. I know a lot of people say you should blow dry the back of your head first. This is just the way that works for me. And I'm just going to work with this cowlick just a little bit to kind of try and tame it down and smooth it out just a little bit. And then I go over it one more time, just kind of with my hands, feeling it to make sure it's pretty much dry. At this point, my hair is probably about 95% dry, but there is a little bit that still, you can see that cowlick. There's still a little bit that's barely damp. So at this point, I kind of let it dry naturally the rest of the way. I put on my makeup, and then I come back and finish it up. So I'm gonna go put my makeup on, and then I'll be back to finish my hair in just a minute. All right, I'm back. So you can definitely see that the volume is in my hair, although you can definitely see that wave back here that I have to work with. It's still just a little bit damp. I did most of my makeup, so I'm just gonna run the hairdryer over it for like another minute, and then I'm gonna real quick, let me turn it on, turn on the straightening iron and put that over it. I mean, I barely straighten my hair. You'll see in a minute. Okay, so there I've just finished blow drying it out. Now this is the straightener I use. It's called a Sea-Doo Revelation. The same day I walked in Ulta and got this one for 50% off the sale price, I think because it was a spring color last year, and I didn't care if it was blue, I just liked that it was good quality, was the same time that I found this one. It was like $100 or $150, I don't remember, I could have the price wrong, but it was a pretty pricey straightening iron, and my cheese straightening iron had just died. I'd had it for like 6 or 7 years. So I picked this one up again. I think it was like 100 maybe, marked down to 50, and then I got 50% off that, so it ended up being like 25 bucks, and it's really nice. So I just literally, make sure it's hot, I literally just barely go over my hair. I just sort of straighten and smooth out just a little bit. So see, I'm barely going over it. I kind of straighten the back just a little bit more. For some reason, the back of my hair is just really hard to do. I think my daughter borrowed this and she had turned it. No, she didn't. Okay. She was borrowing this the other day. It felt like it wasn't as hot as it should be. I do use this at the top heat setting, which is I think 400. I know that's not super great for your hair, but I have super wavy. It's not as curly as it used to be. When I had my son, a lot of the curl in my hair straightened out a little bit, except for this one little place back here. All right, so I've gone over everything sort of with the straightening iron, and then I take this. This is my 3rd bottle of this. I have gotten it in several subscription boxes, so I haven't had to pay full price for them, but I will say when I do, and I will buy this at full price, it lasts forever, this little tiny one. So when I buy a big one, I think the big one's like $19 or something, I know it'll last for a while. So this is the Way Volume Spray, and all I do with this is I take the sort of this crown of my head, sort of get in there and sort of spray it. This particular bottle gets stuck, so you have to kind of open the sprayer. Okay, so I just kind of spray it and then kind of do this with it, and it just picks up the volume in your hair. And then I do the same thing sort of over this part. And then there we go. So you see the volume that I got from the hairbrush. That's it. That's how I do my hair. And then I will take a little bit of this Tresemme hairspray, and this is the Extra Firm Control, and I just go over it just barely, just to give it a good, nice hold. Okay, and so that is my hair. The trick is definitely the hairbrush. If you can only invest in one of these products, I would say this is your baby, but the hair products do help. Anyway, I hope you like it. If you have any questions, remember, I'm not a hairstylist. This is just the way I do it. Works for me. It takes me probably 15 minutes from start to finish. Again, I do need a little bit of a haircut. It is a little bit heavy right here, but I had time today, so I thought I would do it. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm so incredibly happy to have you. Please comment below where you're from so I can welcome you personally in the comments, and I'll see you next time for my next video. Bye-bye. Okay, so it's actually a couple of hours later. I started editing this video and realized I never gave you guys like a 360 view of my hair. So I'm gonna spin around and do that really quickly because I feel like in the comments people might have wanted to see that. So here we go. Okay, there it is. Again, I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye-bye.